Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to learn how to make your sentences way stronger, smoother, and just more powerful. Let's dive right in and unlock the secrets of these awesome super connectors. You know when you're writing, and it sounds kind of like this. I like ice cream, I like cake, it was my birthday. I mean, it gets the point across, sure, but it doesn't really flow, does it? Yeah, it sounds a little robotic. But don't worry, because there is a super simple fix for this. We're going to talk all about these special little words that act like super glue for your ideas. They stick all your thoughts together to build longer, more interesting sentences that are going to make your writing sound fantastic. So, what's the real name for this magical superglue? Well, they're called conjunctions, and believe me, they are one of the most useful tools you can have as a writer. And really, it's that simple. A conjunction's entire job is just to connect stuff. Just think of them as these super friendly words that help all your different ideas hold hands and work together like a team. First up, let's meet the most common type of conjunctions. They're so famous, they've got their own fan club name, or at least a really cool acronym, the fanboys. These are your coordinating conjunctions. Now, here's the key thing to remember about these guys. Fanboys connect two ideas that are equally important. Kind of like a seesaw, both sides have to be balanced. They're true partners, stuck together with this all-purpose glue. And here they are, the whole crew. The easiest way to remember them is just to say the name fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Bam, 7 of them. Now let's see how they actually work. Okay, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got these two short, kind of choppy sentences. But pop in the word and boom, one smooth, flowing sentence. This just shows how and is perfect for adding one idea right onto another. Okay, now what about the word but? We use but when we want to show a contrast. So Neha is friendly, but her sister is reserved. See? It connects two different ideas that are equally important, but they're kinda opposites. All right, you've mastered the fanboys. Let's level up to our next type of connectors. These are the correlative conjunctions, and they are all about teamwork. They never, ever work alone. So if the fanboys are like your everyday all-purpose glue, think of these guys as a super strong two-part epoxy. You know, the kind you absolutely have to use both parts of the pair, or the whole connection just falls apart. It won't work. So here are some of the most common pairs, and I bet you've seen these around. We use either or for choices, neither nor when you're saying no to two things, and both and, or not only but also to add some real emphasis. See what we did there? Instead of two separate, kind of clunky sentences, we use the pair either or to show Sheila's two choices in one single powerful sentence. It's so much cleaner, right? And it clearly shows she has to pick one. Okay, time for our last group, subordinating conjunctions. Now, that name, subordinating conjunctions, sounds super complicated, I know. But trust me, the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is think of a main idea and a helper idea. So, picture this. The main idea in your sentence, that's like a big, strong bridge. It can stand all by itself as a complete sentence, no problem. The helper idea? Well, that's like a ramp leading up to the bridge. And a ramp can't just float in midair, can it? Nope, it has to connect to that main bridge to make any sense. This is a perfect example. The shopkeeper was distressed. That's our main idea, our bridge. That sentence works all on its own. But we're left wondering, why was he distressed? Well, the word because introduces the helper idea, the ramp, which explains the reason. And what's really cool is that these helper words all have specific jobs. As you can see right here, some words show time, like when or before. Others explain the cause, the reason why, like because. So think of this chart as your cheat sheet. It's a fantastic tool to help you pick the perfect word for the job. All right, we've covered the 3 main types of sentence superglue. So, you think you've got it? Ready for a little pop quiz to test your new skills? Let's do this. Okay, challenge number 1. Take a look at this sentence. He is blank a singer, blank a composer. We need to fill in those blanks to show he's amazing at both things. What do you think? Which one of those powerful pairs should we pop in there? You got it. It's both and. He is both a singer and a composer.
It's the perfect pair to show he does two things really well at the same time. Awesome job.
Okay, let's try one more. We've got two ideas. The children were warned not to disturb their grandfather, and they did not listen. These ideas kind of go against each other, right? So what helper word can we put right at the start to connect them? Yes, although is the perfect fit. Although the children were warned, they did not listen. See how that one little word connects those two opposing thoughts and makes the whole sentence so much more interesting? Fantastic. So let's do a super quick recap of your new toolkit. First, you've got the coordinating conjunctions, the fanboys, for joining two equal ideas. Then you have the correlative pairs that always work as a team. And finally, the subordinating connectors that link a main idea with its helper idea. And just like that, you are now officially an expert, equipped with the super glue of grammar. So really, the only question left is, what amazing sentences are you going to build? Get out there and give it a shot. Thanks so much for joining me today.